Vancouver hosts many major film and TV productions, including Smallville, Supernatural, Fringe, and of course, New Moon, the latest in the Twilight series. While many in the industry are waiting for the phone to ring for their next project, some are taking the initiative to create their own work. Chasing Mood is one of those projects. It's a new web series based in Vancouver, and we're going to talk to some of the team members about their whole creative process. So let's take a look.
And I want to set a goal. I want to lay it out right now. In 1 year's time, we're going to be working on a set just like this, 6 days a week as working actors. Okay? Look at me, seriously. Let's make it happen. You with me?
With you, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're here with some of the key players of the Chasing Mood team. We have Leslie Birch, Curtis Lum, and Brendon Bertolini. Can you just tell me, so for people who haven't seen the show, a little bit about what it is?
I think just how they say art mimics life and life mimics art, that's the best way to explain it. It's a show about two regular guys who are trying to make their mark in the industry, the acting industry, without going the traditional way. They're tired of being put aside and put on shelves and thrown in corners, and they've decided to take fate into their own hands. So they've scrounged some money together, and they are getting ready to show the world their struggles as these actors.
Vancouver is filled with a lot of big budget productions, TV shows, and movies. But there's a lot of independent filmmakers and projects that are happening, and they're not getting the recognition that they might want or should be getting in this industry. So how do you think a person or a project can get that recognition?
One thing that's passed down to me from numerous, acting coaches, teachers, what have you, mentors, is that it's at the end of the day, it's not necessarily about how talented you are, or how great your show is. It's the hustle behind it. If you're this amazing, wicked actor, but you can't push yourself and your own brand and your own name, then you can only go so far, because without having. We're fortunate that having an online site, being on that medium, we can push it to anyone and everyone. We can, through our hustle, we can get our show in front of people's eyes.
Okay, screw it. I'm not gonna be professional anymore. Okay, I'm not gonna be professional. Canada doesn't owe you guys anything. Like, that's the thing. People think because we're in Canada and there's grants and there's bursaries and we all buy the little guides to, you think that. I mean, there's $20 million worth of cutbacks, like, just in the last... Like, Canada doesn't owe you guys anything. And I think that's why people are so unsuccessful here. Because they do projects where they either are trying to become in the lines of what is acceptable, like how many times you have to say the word Canada, or how many times you have to say Vancouver, or Toronto. And then what happens with you guys, you have a project that doesn't reflect you when you're done, and then you promote that project, but your heart isn't into it because you were doing it to make sure you qualified for a grant. And this isn't everybody, so please don't get offended. But a lot of you guys, are waiting for the paycheck, and it might not come. It might not come, and I think that's why we did it how we did it, because we're not expecting a paycheck. And a lot of people ask us, why don't you guys have ads on our site? Because we don't want ads on our site, because the money's not the issue. Right now, putting out a good project, whenever we want to swear, we swear. Whenever we want to show, something that people might find inappropriate, we show it. Because it's our creative influence and input going into the show. And when we're judged on the show, we can say, hell yeah, shit, that was me.
It is an amazing feeling, like distributing it on our own means. This is 100% us.
A lot more productions are more collaborative and people have more creative input. As an actor, then what is the value of being able to do that and having a director that is flexible?
I definitely like how let's really open our influence in our own comedy. Curtis will have his own comedy style, I'll have my own comedy style, Les will have his own comedy style, and just the combination of being able to bring all three into like a specific shot, because I bring up something or Curtis brings up something, I think it's just an awesome thing, because so many people are stuck in their ways and they don't want to hear any outside input. It just makes it almost like the show a straight line, or there's no fluctuation in how the comedy is being put into a scene or anything like that.
As actors, we're only going to promote this that much harder because we put our blood, sweat, and tears into it, but we are more than happy with the final product, and we're you know, we're ecstatic about it. You know what I mean? Obviously, and it, you know, having the trust level between us three, having the director saying, okay, take this and run with it, like that's an amazing thing, you know, to have that kind of control, and that, you know, not being boxed in like you mentioned earlier. Like, it only allows for, I think, at the end of the day, a better final product, you know, that represents you.
How many crew did you use on an average for each episode?
Corliss Chi was our makeup artist, and she did an incredible job. And it's funny because even though she was the makeup artist, she also would, you know, a lot of people that were with us would move around a mic stand, or move around a boom mic. So they're definitely part of the team, you know. And we also had a behind-the-scenes photographer who was there for the majority of the show. Again, not really on the production side, like grabbing, you know, grips or lighting or anything, but she had a really good concept on light because she was a photographer. Mm-hmm. So she was also, on many occasions, the DOP, where she would move a light around and kind of say, well, I like the shading here, and it was great. It was a blessing to have her. And that's Trish. That was Trish Liao. You know,
it was pretty cool. We all got a chance to, you know, take turns to playing different positions and different roles, and definitely every actor that came through that was on the show, you know, there was definitely no egos whatsoever.
Yeah, that was my
you know, no matter how big of the actor, they're still helping out, moving tables, you know, helping us with lighting, carrying a mic. It was incredible.
You guys are taking control over what you're doing and how you're doing it, mm-hmm. and why is that important to make sure that actors don't just sit by the phone?
When I first started, like, getting in the industry, that is what I did. Like, I was waiting by the phone for the phone call, the magical phone call that said, you know, you're gonna make it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Not exactly, it's a cliche, but you know. And then I just, you know, I decided, why am I doing it this way? Like, somebody told me, you know, you're not in control of your own career. Well, that's BS. You are in control of your own career. You know, you might have an agent that will submit you for this, but, you know, you can influence, you know, you can tell her, you know, this is what I want to go out for, this is what I want to do. You're in control of your own career, and I think it's very important that actors and other actresses, like, see that, is that, you know, if you want to make something happen, go out and make it happen.
On top of that as well, like, besides putting ourselves out there and promoting ourselves, this was also a great way for us to keep, you know, keep our acting game, you know, all of our techniques, all of it, our wittiness, our improv, and he made sure of it, you know, on point. You know, like they say, you know, if you're always ready, you don't have to get ready. You know, when that opportunity does come knocking, you know, the two of us would be ready, right? As opposed to someone who's just been taking an acting class here and there, waiting by the phone, lounging by the beach, you know, going and play video games.
Yeah.
You know, we're every day consistently, you know, sharpening our tool.
And tied to the question about the actors and waiting by the phone, filmmakers often do that as well. What are some, you know, difficulties or challenges that filmmakers have?
I find a lot of filmmakers, they have already put in so much money into filmmaking. They put $60,000 or whatever, or they've took out like 3 student loans, and they feel a somewhat entitlement to getting picked up for a show, because they're like, I just spent $60,000, damn it, like, give me my damn show, you know. And that's not the case, because there's like millions of other people who have spent that $60,000 too. But I feel their pain, because I mean, and I feel our pain as well, like, because you've put all this money and time into something, and you feel, okay, now can I have my rewards? Filmmaking is really a roll of the dice. You know, you come out of school and then you fight to get something, and I think that's where it is. It's not for the weak-hearted.
We covered a lot with the Chasing Mood team. So we have Leslie, Curtis, and Brendan. So thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. Okay, and you have how many episodes altogether?
We're not sure. Later on, we're going to release some bonus episodes.
Okay.
So we're going to keep you guys, but there's 14 episodes.
At least 14 episodes.
Yeah, and then some other special stuff for you guys out there.
Yeah, great. So chasingmood.com is where you can check it out. And thanks, you guys.
Thank you.